watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. The Berwick Area School Board named a familiar face as their new superintendent Wednesday night. That familiar face is Wendy Kupsky, who has been the assistant to the superintendent, Wayne Brookhart, for the last 3 years. She'll take on her new role August 28th with a 3-year contract starting at $120,000 a year, prorated. School directors unanimously voted to hire her during a special meeting Wednesday night following an executive session. The only hesitation was from President Donald Butts, who thought her pay should be higher. Retiring Superintendent Wayne Brookhart made $152,900 in 2017-18. Kupsky grew up in Berwick in a family with deep roots in the borough, graduated from Berwick High School, and spent most of her professional career in the district. Superintendent Brookhart is set to retire August 27th, providing plenty of time for a smooth transition. The Nanticoke woman that was convicted of shoving a 12-year-old girl to the ground is once again in trouble with the law. According to police, 32-year-old Marlena Ann Uravage was arraigned Thursday on new charges accusing her of spitting on medical personnel at Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Medical Center. Uravage was being treated at the emergency department August 22nd when she began yelling and cursing at staff members, according to a police complaint. Police said Uravage spat in a registered nurse's face and on the head and arm of an emergency room technician. Police charged the woman with 3 counts each of simple assault and harassment, as well as with 1 count of disorderly conduct. A magisterial district judge arraigned her on the charges Thursday morning, ordering her jailed in the Luzerne County Prison, bail set at $10,000. A Wilkes-Barre man released on bail earlier this year on charges he slashed 2 women was arrested Thursday on allegations he sold crack cocaine. 25-year-old Timothy Evans of North Meade Street was arrested during a traffic stop on Seminary Road. When Evans was arrested, authorities said he attempted to conceal crack cocaine. Evans was arraigned on 3 counts of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance and 2 counts each of possession of a controlled substance and criminal use of communication facility. He was jailed in the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $125,000 bail. 31-year-old Theodore Stang Jr. of Girardville was sentenced to 24 months in prison and a 2-year term of supervised release for unlawfully purchasing firearms for another individual. According to United States Attorney's Office, during June of 2017, Stang acted as a straw purchaser of firearms, purchasing 2 handgun-style firearms for another individual who was not permitted to lawfully purchase or possess firearms based upon prior criminal convictions and whom Stang knew to be involved in narcotics trafficking. This case is part of Project Safe Neighborhoods, a program bringing together all levels of law enforcement and their communities they serve to reduce violent crime and make our neighborhoods safer for everyone. Beginning today, eligible Pennsylvanians can get help paying their home heating bills through the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, also known as LIHEAP. Federally funded LIHEAP is administered in Pennsylvania by the Department of Human Services. Pennsylvania residents who qualify and need help paying their heating bills can apply online to compass.pa.gov or in person at a local county assistance office. During the 2018-19 LIHEAP season, more than 328,000 Pennsylvania households took part in the program. LIHEAP runs from today through April 10, 2020. The Pennsylvania State Fire Commissioner reminding everyone to test their smoke alarms this weekend. As we turn our clocks back, it's also a good time to ensure that smoke alarms are working properly. Working smoke alarms cut the risk of dying in a home fire by half. As you turn your clocks back, check smoke alarms and replace the batteries if needed. It's also important to test the alarms at least once a month and change the batteries once a year if your model requires it. The Red Cross also encourages creating and practicing a home fire escape plan. Coming up on WYLN News, another saying no to vaping, plus election laws and voting machines. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Clear skies overnight and a very chilly start to Saturday, which will then be sunny, rain on Sunday. We'll be right back.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fare menu. G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Patrick Bilbo is a trusted 25-year educator with a track record of proven decision-making and creating meaningful solutions. He will work to create family-sustaining jobs, improve our roads and bridges, and ensure the safety and security of all of our citizens, especially our seniors. Patrick Bilbo is strongly endorsed by respected elected officials from all across Luzerne County because they know he will put people above politics. Vote for Patrick Bilbo for Luzerne County Council on November 5th.
State Representative Eddie Day Pashinsky of Wilkes-Barre wants the flavored vaping industry to go up in a puff of smoke. Pashinsky introduced a bill, the Ban on Flavored Vape Products Act, that would prohibit stores from selling flavored vaping products in the Commonwealth. Pashinsky's legislation comes at a time when lung-related illnesses linked to vaping are surging across the country. The Federal Center for Disease Control and Prevention announced more than 1,600 lung injuries and 34 deaths linked to vaping. Pashinsky's bill would reduce access to flavored vaping products by penalizing retail stores up to $500 for selling or producing a flavored vaping product. Individuals either selling or producing these products would also face increasing fines starting at $250. So far, the bill has 35 co-sponsors and now is awaiting referral to committee. After providing drug and alcohol services to the community for decades, Catholic Social Services and the Diocese of Scranton will be cutting those and other programs. Officials cited strained financial resources that the services in the Wilkes-Barre and Milford areas and a community corrections program in Scranton will all be coming to an end. However, leaders of the organization feel there are other providers in the community which will be able to assist clients. The programs will end as of December 31st. Luzerne County will receive more than $2 million in state funding to pay for a new voting system after Governor Tom Wolf signed an election reform bill into law on Thursday. The bill authorizes a $90 million state bond to help counties pay for secure voting machines that provide a voter verifiable paper trail for added security, all to comply with the state directive. The state will fund up to 60% of the cost of the new voting systems, leaving counties to fund the rest. Luzerne County Manager David Pedri said the county will get $2.1 million based on a proposal from Dominion Voting Systems, one of 3 vendors who submitted proposals to supply a secure voting system to the county. Pedri will submit a resolution to purchase one of the voting systems to County Council for its meeting November 26th. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania's chief elections official wants the state Supreme Court to overturn a lower court's ruling. That ruling prevents the state from immediately counting or certifying results in next week's referendum on a victims' rights constitutional amendment. Secretary of State Kathy Boockvar filed an emergency order late Thursday that argued the ruling a day earlier by Commonwealth Court Judge Eileen Seisler will suppress voter turnout and to commit irreparable uncertainty among voters. Coming up on New Angola's News Choice, Domestic Violence Center fundraiser in Community and You, plus get running for autism Saturday morning. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. Today I am joined by Tammy and Terry, and we're going to talk about a very serious subject, and it's a very important conversation for us to have because we want to get all this information out to everyone, and we're going to talk about domestic violence. And Tammy represents the Domestic Violence Service Center here in Luzerne County. They do phenomenal work, and we have had the pleasure of having them on to talk about many things over the last couple of years. And Tammy, right now we are in the middle here in October in Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And you guys are extremely busy getting the word out about domestic violence. You shared some startling statistics with me about Luzerne County and how we still see a very large population being affected by domestic violence.
Well, this is true. In the year 2018, there were a total of 18 homicides in Luzerne County. Mm-hmm. 9 of them were domestic violence related.
Wow.
Luzerne County now ranks number 3 in the state of Pennsylvania as far as the largest number of homicides. That's behind Philadelphia County and Erie County.
Wow.
So the thing of it is that we try to get out there and make sure that people know that unfortunately, domestic violence still hits everybody in society. It doesn't matter, what kind of money you make, what kind of an education you have, what race you are, or what religion. And everybody knows somebody that's a victim of domestic violence.
Tammy, we're going to get to a benefit that will be coming up in a moment. But first of all, tell me a little bit about the Service Center and the services you guys provide.
We provide emergency and supportive services to victims of domestic violence and their children, which includes our 24-hour hotline. There's always somebody there to answer the phone. We always have a counselor advocate on duty that would be able to answer any questions or provide any services. We also have an emergency shelter at a confidential location. We also provide legal advocacy and court accompaniment. We also provide community education and prevention programs. We also provide mental health and medical advocacy programs as well.
And I want to ask you, for somebody who may be looking for some help or wants some information, what's that important phone number for them to call?
The important phone number is 570-823-7312. And we do have another hotline number. It's 1-800-424-5600.
Okay, and again, this information is very important. If you feel that you may be in a situation and be involved in some sort of domestic violence, to reach out and see the help you can get. And Terry's joining us, and Terry, have done phenomenal work in getting some awareness to domestic violence because, as you can see, this beautiful photo behind us is of your daughter who unfortunately was killed because of domestic violence. So could you share a little bit of your story?
Yes, I can. Rebecca was killed on June 19th, 2009. 2 days before she was killed, she asked her estranged husband for a divorce in the cell of the house. And she was shot in the head 2 days later. So she came to me in a dream 2 weeks later and said to me, "Dad, I have to help other people." So Tammy was helpful with me to have this concert for Rebecca and all victims of domestic violence. This is our 9th concert. It's at Sand Springs Country Club and Drums on November 29th. That's Black Friday. Free admission. We have lots of entertainment. Don Chappelle and the Pickups with Craig Thatcher from the Lehigh Valley. John Lucas, District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis will be speaking, Tammy Rogers, and Pat Rushton.
And you said this is 9 years been going on. I know you've done a show with my colleague Tiffany here, and I remember watching the show and couldn't imagine what you guys were going through. Why, for you, is it important to keep this up front and center stage, that people always know that this does happen?
It's to create awareness for people to get help, to seek help. My daughter didn't seek help. She was afraid. She was being brainwashed by her estranged husband, threatened. Everyone knows someone that's gone through domestic violence, and to tell them to call and get help. That's the main reason for the concert. The warning signs, dating abuse in high school. We need more education in schools, and that's the reason.
And so much goes into this, and I know we've talked a lot about this on our shows, and Tammy's been down frequent with us. Tammy, is there anything you want to point out to anyone who's watching who may know somebody or they themselves may be faced with a domestic issue that they should seek help for?
Don't be afraid to give us a call. If you have questions, if you're worried about where the information is going, all of our services are free and confidential. We don't tell anybody about what you've told us, and we just really, want to make sure that you know that we're there to help you.
Okay. And guys, thank you so much for coming down and talking with us. It's a very important subject. We invite you anytime down here to talk with us. And remember, the 9th annual concert for Rebecca will be Friday, November 23rd at Sand Springs. Friday, November 29th, from 6 until 10:30 at Sand Springs Country Club in Drums. All the information has been up on your screen. The number for the Domestic Violence Service Center has also been up on your screen as well. Please, like Tammy said, don't be afraid. Ask for help. And these great people up at the center are there for you. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Employee Pricing Plus at the Black Friday sales event. Having an intimate gathering and don't want to wrestle in the kitchen? Call Whitetail and ask about their food-to-go catering menu. They'll do the cooking, you relax and entertain your guests. Call Mike at 570-535-6123. Election night coverage starts at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, November 5th, hosted by the Storm's Tiffany Cloud with a panel of expert analysts. Attorney Bill Vinsco, former Hazelton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi, and former Hazelton Councilman Dr. Dave Sosar. It's Tuesday, November 5th on WYLN.
Monday. Hazelton police were called Sunday afternoon to reports of 2 men trespassing in a mobile home on North Vine Street. Police say they seized 2 pounds of marijuana and that the 2 men were taken into custody without incident. Ciro Contreras Sanchez of Hazelton faces various drug charges and was taken to Luzerne County Correctional Facility. Tuesday. Former fugitive Sean Christie was found guilty of assaulting the former mayor of McAdoo back in March of 2017. The 28-year-old McAdoo resident was found guilty on 1 of 2 charges of simple assault and on a summary charge of harassment, but not guilty of aggravated assault. Christie was charged by McAdoo police for swinging a wooden stick at then McAdoo Mayor Stefan Hawley near Borough Hall after Christie was angry about the lack of snow plowing in his area. His scheduled sentencing is set for December 11th. Christie faces more trials in Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties, as well as in Scranton U.S. District Court, for allegedly threatening President Trump and Northampton County District Attorney John Morganelli. Wednesday. A state police fire marshal ruled the fire at Bentley's in Luzerne County a clear case of arson. The fire broke out just before 6 Tuesday morning at the nightclub on Route 309 in Ashley. The investigation began soon after the fire was out. Officials are hoping to find out who set the nightclub fire. According to police, an off-duty firefighter found smoke coming from the building while passing by. Emergency responders now say a couch was set on fire in the middle of the dance floor. Investigators say they're hoping surveillance videos lead to clues. No one was found inside the building when emergency responders arrived. Thursday. A Hazelton area school board director was charged with drunk driving after his vehicle hit 2 parked vehicles in West Hazelton back in September. 60-year-old Anthony Tony Bonomo is facing 2 counts of driving under the influence and traffic offenses for the crash on September 10th in the 600 block of North Broad Street. One of the vehicles that Bonomo hit was totaled. For the past 16 years, Bonomo has been a member of the school board and is currently running for re-election Tuesday. A preliminary hearing is set for December 10th at Judge Dixon's office. Friday. The Berwick Area School Board unanimously named a familiar face as their new superintendent Wednesday night. That familiar face is Wendy Kupski, who's been the assistant to Superintendent Wayne Brookhart for the last 3 years. Kupski will take on her new role August 28th with a 3-year contract starting at $120,000 per year prorated. Retiring Superintendent Brookhart made $152,900 in 2017-18. Kupski grew up in Berwick in a family with deep roots in the borough, graduated from Berwick High School, and spent most of her professional career in the district. Brookhart is set to retire August 27th, providing plenty of time for a smooth transition. And that's it for your Week in Review here on WYLN News.
Attention all runners, there's an event this weekend that's just up your alley. The Autumn Autism 5K and Resource Fair is set for Saturday, November 2nd at the Health and Wellness Center on Moisey Drive in Hazel Township. Prizes will be awarded along with a family fun walk, pumpkin painting, food, raffles, and more fun. The cost, $30 per person. Students can take part for $20. Registration starts at 9 a.m. The race kicks off at 10 a.m. You can check out Safe Autism's Facebook page for more information. Tickets are now on sale for the 16th annual Sounds of the Season at the Alice C. Wiltsey Center for the Performing Arts. The event is being produced in cooperation with the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, Wyln TV 35, DeMelfi School of Music, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, Service Electric Cablevision, Hazleton, and the Jim FM Radio. Sounds of the Season's Music from the Movies will feature the renowned Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, with special performances by the Fabergé Follies and the Hazleton Area Cougar Crooners. Tickets, $10 for adults, $5 for children. All seating is general admission, and tickets may be purchased from any orchestra or dance member or at the door the night of the performance. You can also reserve your tickets by calling 570-455-2188. And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Chura's. Quality vehicle since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Chura's Auto Sales. Call